EGM Network.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's always a great space here in the studio. We love it. We have great guests today, two of my favorites. It's like a recurring theme, and I love it. It's always so much fun. There's so much energy in the studio when we bring these special guests in. I'm Lori Davis. I am your realtor for life with Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And I've always said, you know, people come here to buy homes, they buy condos, but they're not coming for brick and mortar. They're coming for lifestyle. And always I try and bring things to the show that you would want to see or do, or businesses that you want to visit. Today's show is about the Vero Beach Film Festival, which I think is the 8th year, Cindy, did we say?
Yeah. I think that's what David told me. 8 years.
That's amazing. Yeah. That is so, give us a clap on that one.
Yeah, we need a big one. That's a big deal.
I love it. I love it. It's such a fun time.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's springtime in Vero Beach, and there's always something fun to do. But this is a really special event, and it brings national and international. I mean, people, you know, they present their films to the committee, and you know, I mean, it could be something from Croatia or you know, domestic, it could be anywhere. So anyway, it's so cool, and these guys do such a great job. What's going on around town? Just a little bit. What's going on now? Because the Film is Good Festival is April 10 to 13, and we're gonna get to that in just a minute. Riverside Theater. Now, Singing in the Rain is done. I didn't see it, Cindy.
I did not get there. I did not get there.
But everybody said they liked it.
Did they? Yeah.
Yeah, they really enjoyed
Iconic.
it. Yes,
Iconic, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But the next one is Beautiful, which is the Carole King musical.
Yeah.
Now, I've known a lot of people that have seen that in New York, and they loved it.
Okay.
They were like, you cannot miss it. Even Jim, my husband, said, we're going to go see that one. So he's a big music guy, so I can see that. And, of course, I grew up with Carole King, that album, the classic.
Right.
I know every single song in order. If you were to put it on, I could sing every one of them as it goes. It was kind of the other album I went to a concert was the Eagles.
I loved it.
They did Hotel California, and they did it just like that. They put a record on, like they were going to play the record, and then they played all the songs in order on the album, flipped it, and played all the songs. It was great.
Yeah,
it was really, really good. Yeah. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to that show. Downtown Friday's coming up this Friday for people that watch the podcast, as opposed to the radio show on Saturday. Don't forget that. It's just a great time downtown Vero Beach. A lot of vendors down there, a lot of other restaurants and purveyors and people you want to go down there and support. We love them. Vero Beach Farmers Market, 8 to 12 Saturday morning. It's so nice. And the weather's been great, other than, you don't know when you're listening or watching this. Today was kind of a rainy day, but it's been a glorious weather. We've had some really nice weather. We've got of course, we have our adult beverage that we always have on the show. It was a request. I requested from one of our guests. I said, what would you like? And she said, red wine. And boy, did they bring us a red wine. This is amazing. So this is called the Conjurer. Ooh. All right. It's a 2014 Columbia Valley red wine. So it's a blend, Cab Franc, Merlot, and Petit Syrah. Amazing. It's really, really delicious. Let me show you how beautiful it is in the glass. Look at that. And
it's got some legs to it.
It does. It's just deep, jammy Cab kind of California. Washington. I like them both. I mean, it doesn't have to be from California as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. There's the good ones all over the place. Mm-hmm. If you like it, it's good.
It's right. And that's what I tell people. They're like, oh, you know so much about wine. I know what I like. I can tell you what I like, and maybe you can try it and see if you like it. But Citrus Grill House is the one that provides these wonderful beverages for us. They're at 1050 Easter Lily Lane. We love Citrus Grill House. Just Scott Verricchio, all the staff over there. Those guys are great. Listen, if it's not fresh, they're not serving it. He's coming on in a couple weeks to give us a spring menu. He asked me to come over for lunch. It was so delicious. This one has like a pesto. He's got a pesto of basil, mint, and spinach, which is a little bit of oh my God, it was delicious. Anyway, He's going to be on the show to tell you all about it.
Chef for life, right?
Chef for life. He always comes on and takes my tagline.
He does.
Chef for life.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go over and talk to him about that. DSRE by the numbers, up to year to date, $165 million for Dale Sorensen Real Estate through today, which I think is the 25th.
25th, yep.
25 of March.
That's amazing.
Number one, 22.5% market share. So
Almost a quarter of the share.
I know. And it's like the next one is like half. So there's a lot of people sharing. We've got a lot of people coming in the market from other markets. So there's this category called non-MLS. These are the people coming from, Orlando, West Palm, or Tampa, wherever, and selling. They're bringing in buyers, which we're happy about. If I've got a seller, I want them to come in. But it's interesting because there's a significant portion of business that is not staying in Indian River County. But that's okay. We'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. We have two of our favorite guests here today. One is the co-founder and film selection chairperson for the Vero Beach Film Festival. We are talking about the Vero Beach Film Festival today, April 10 to 13. She's also mother and wife, but a longtime friend of mine, Susan Keller Horn. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Lori.
Yay. And we also have our executive director of the Vero Beach Film Festival, David Yakir. Welcome, David. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Now, Susan, did you want to start off by telling us about some of the films? Where are we in the process of that, though? Have we already selected all of them?
All the films have been selected.
Okay.
We're currently downloading them, getting them ready to be shown in the venues. We have fabulous venues. We'll be at the Theater Guild again. We will have the Theater Guild main stage and their black box. We will be at Community Church, and we'll be at Majestic Theater. So there's 4 venues that will be showing probably about 4 films at any given time between Thursday and Sunday.
That is wonderful. Now, how many films are there actually in the festival?
Just shy of 65. I think there's 63.
Wow.
So.
Now, I know there's different kinds. So tell us about, David, do you want to talk about, David, did you want to talk or you want to I know you said, I'm going to let Susan do the whole thing. I'd love to. I would really love to
do
hear
this on
you
a regular
today.
basis. Just let me know when you're finished.
No, but there are different categories. I mean, can you tell us about the different categories?
So we have sort of the traditional categories. We have our feature-length documentaries and narratives.
Okay.
We have our short film selections, which are comedy, drama, and documentaries. And we've got 2 categories that other film festivals don't have. We have one that's dedicated to local filmmakers called Vero Visions. And we have our student programs, which for the first time this year, we're dividing between college and high school.
And actually, it's high school and below. So
there can be that many people. So tell me, for the people, David, I'm going to stay with you real quick.
Okay.
Because the school thing, the student part of this is fascinating. I mean, these kids would otherwise never get a shot at a regular film festival outside of Vero Beach, unless I guess
this is true.
Right.
And you brought up something I wanted to talk about later, and that is this new initiative we have called Film Vero. And what it is it's dedicated to the community. And for the first time this year, we started working with a local high school, charter high school, in helping them develop their film program.
Right.
And in fact, there'll be a lot of the people in the program will be joining us during the festival, helping out, volunteering, and coming to some of our seminars. And of course, they'll be able to sort of watch the movies that they made over at Charter.
I can't even believe it.
Really exciting.
It is really exciting. And now for the college kids, because that was interesting last year when I was watching, most of them are short films. Did I remember that from last year?
Yes.
That's what I remember seeing, was they were short films. But these college kids are coming up with some stuff. Susan, I mean, because I know you're the one that sits down and watches all the films.
450 to be exact. 450 submitted this year.
That's ridiculous.
And we're down to like 63.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
It's a
That's
lot
a
of
lot of popcorn.
Yeah.
A lot of popcorn.
That's why I gained weight.
I know, right? It's not your fault.
No, I had to watch films. I had to eat popcorn.
I was working.
She wasn't. She was actually just sitting nonstop watching 4 150 films on the couch like this.
I did watch them all, but there's a whole team of people that are behind me watching those films too. And they take categories and they watch them, and I see how they've rated them, and I'm going in and checking out the films that they've rated. And then we have Herb, our our guest program director, and he helps us with picking out the films as well. So it's a big, long process for cutting them down.
Yeah, you would have to do that. I mean, with that many, but I mean, Vero Beach Film Festival, as you know, you've been on here before, we've talked about, is becoming something that people want to be a part of.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, this is something, they know that they might actually get selected here.
Yes.
What do you think it is that about the Vero Beach Film Festival that makes it unique for these people trying to get into a film festival?
We're really welcoming.
Yeah.
We bring people in. We tell the filmmakers, we'll house you. So we have host families taking care of these filmmakers, having them stay at their homes and while they're attending the festival. It saves them a lot of money because it costs a lot of money for filmmakers to get around. Plus, they want to see our reactions. And we're an audience that really enjoys the films and has lots to say and has lots of questions. We're just a really interested audience here in Vero Beach.
And it's also, Vero Beach plays a really big role in this. I mean, you know, we live here. This is an extraordinary place.
Yes.
So filmmakers would want to come here.
Right.
But I think in addition to that, and this has evolved over the years, the festival is designed around filmmakers, bringing in seminars, bringing in industry people who we think can help them in their craft. And also, you know, when they come in, we have something called the Filmmakers Welcome. And so a lot of what we do is all about the filmmakers. And the more we do that, the more filmmakers submit to us, more filmmakers coming into town. And I don't know if Susan hit this earlier, but we have more filmmakers coming into town than ever before.
Yes. It's getting out there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're talking about it.
That's right.
But I mean, for actually attending, 40 of the films have representatives showing up.
Wow.
For our festival. So we have over 88 passes that they've already signed up for, and we know that they haven't all finished signing up, so there'll be more.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And I think that again, it feeds right into this Lori Davis Realtor for Life, the show, Vero Beach Lifestyle, is we have an amazing community here. And, you know, we've got people from all over the country and the world. And a lot of them are artistic. A lot of them have lived in major metropolitan areas, just experienced their whole life. And now they love the fact that we have these types of offerings, Riverside Theater, you know, Vero Beach Film Festival, you know, Under the Oaks. I mean, the arts here are really well supported.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
It's considering the size of the town,
Yes.
It's extraordinary. I mean, I take it through the same thing that you just did. But what people really get a kick out of is when I say, you know, we have multiple newspapers. We got 10 magazines. We have all these things. And I said, by the way, New York's left with 3 papers.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, our whole county is 167,000 people.
That's right.
Yes.
I tell people that all the time. They don't realize what we're dealing with here and how, you know, really how unique and beautiful. And once they get here. Now, do we have any repeat artists, directors submitting product?
We do. Oh my goodness, I got to think about who they are.
Well,
Yeah.
Bob from Vero Beach.
I love that.
Is one of our
Welcome,
films.
Bob. Shout out to
And,
Bob from Vero Beach.
Rob
God love you, Bob.
Costner, he lives locally.
Yeah.
He made this fun film. It's sort of a spoof on Creature from the Black Lagoon. And he was in our Vero Visions several times in the past. And he also made our sizzle reel this year.
That's right.
So,
Oh, I can't wait.
but we have
Excellent.
more. I just can't think of who. I'm
Well, I
looking
know-
down at
well,
this list.
Will is coming back. Isn't Will
Oh
coming
yeah,
back?
Will is coming back. Will Morissette. He's been in our student films this year. He's in our dramatic shorts. His film is called Curtain Call. We have Pat Battistini, one of our favorite comedy shorts. He's
Mrs.
bringing
Rossi.
Ms. Rossi back again, and Ms. Rossi meets the mob. So we do, and we have more. I just can't think of who they are off the top of my head.
That's awesome. Susan, tell us, you've got some great films there, and I think there's some that you wanted to mention that we've got coming in. Tell us a little bit about some that you
Well, we don't
singled
have
out?
enough time for me to say them all.
I know,
because I
because
love
they are
them
all fabulous.
They are
are.
fabulous.
Or they wouldn't be in the show.
It's true.
So if you made the cut, you've done a great job.
So I wrote some down. Let's see. Lights, Camera, Friendship on the Spectrum. And Joey Travolta has produced this film. It's actually a part of a series, a 10-part series of, it's called On the Spectrum of Life's, I'm sorry, I'm speaking that wrongly. Lights, Camera, Friendship on the Spectrum. It's the episode that they filmed in Amelia Island. It features a local guy. His name is Stephen Lepore, as well as many other people. And it's all about how people on the spectrum make friends, and they just, how they're learning to navigate their lives. And we plan on having a panel afterwards. ARC is going to be part of it. We have Special Needs Parenting Magazine will be part of that panel. We're still talking to a few other people, so we're really excited about that.
I mean, that part of, and I think that's what you were speaking to, David, was you guys do things like that at other film festivals, just roll the film and it's over and people come and they go and that's it. And you don't get feedback and nobody gets to talk about it. But you do things that are topical and things that are teaching moments. And I think that's, it's just going to build this. I mean, this is going to keep going on, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
One of my last questions was, what do you see as the future of this thing? No, but really, I mean, David, what do you think is the biggest challenge to running this? Now, this takes a year to do. And you get to the end and you go boom and it's over and it starts immediately. I know Susan has told me.
Exactly.
But what do you think is the biggest challenge to running one of these in a teeny little town?
Well, I like to say, I think we all say that it's like producing 7 weddings in one weekend.
Thank you.
And you know how expensive those weddings are.
Yeah.
And you know how expensive they are.
So there's always the financial challenge.
Well, we're also an all-volunteer organization. So people who volunteer are really putting in a lot of time. And so you're not dealing with sort of paid personnel who can come in. It's their job. They come in at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock because they have to. They have to stay till 6. When you have a volunteer organization, especially the kind of volunteers that we have, right? When people come in at 9, they're not being paid, but they stay till 6.
Right.
They work all weekend, and they work all during the week when they can, if they're not working, the jobs that pay them. So, managing all the different pieces is difficult in itself, but made a lot easier if you have the right volunteers or the right team of people. And I think we lucked out. I know since I inherited the festival, I really lucked out. I mean, I joke around. I just have to put my feet on the desk, right? Everybody
like the
works.
Executive director would.
Okay, that's just a slight exaggeration, David. Just a slight one.
Right? And then when the festival comes, I get to take the credit.
I know. Who knew?
No, it's hard in itself. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into the festival. But again, everything's perspective.
Yeah.
And if you really look at it, you go, this is hard, but it's made a lot easier with the right people.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the best way I could sum it up.
Yeah. This is not professionally paid for. This is not a job. I mean, these people are all volunteers.
But by the way, it doesn't mean we don't need a couple $100,000 in donations.
Well, that was going to come. I got to go to a commercial break, but we're going to talk about that with volunteers and money and donations and all of those things. Let me take a break. We pay for this with commercials. We'll be right back with David Yakir and Susan Keller Horn from the Vero Beach Film Festival. See you in a second.
What's on your list? Ice cream? Laughing so hard it hurts? The way the sun feels on your face? For one child, a simple list of brilliant things becomes a lifeline, a way to bring hope to his mother, and maybe to himself. Every brilliant thing is a funny, heartfelt journey through life's ups and downs, where you help tell the story. Starting March 25th on the Waxlack stage at the beautiful Riverside Theater. Get your tickets now at the box office or riversidetheater.com.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats and chairs, and all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal Coastal Living, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're also the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Polywood. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a spring sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of brand name closeouts and sale items. And visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Hey, you! Host your very own show every week at Evergreen Media Network in Vero Beach. Go live to YouTube and Facebook with up to 4 people and your very own producer. Be heard on more than 15 podcast platforms and local radio. All you have to do is show up and talk. Your guests can join from anywhere in the world. It's easy to get started with the largest podcast studio on the Treasure Coast. Contact Evergreen Media to tour the studio.
I love that river shot. That was my girlfriend's house. She used to own in Reamhart. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. It was so good. It's just beautiful looking at it. Okay, guys, let's go. Susan, we need to talk about how people can get tickets for the Vero Beach Film Festival that's going from April 10th to the 13th. How do we do that?
You go to our website. It's vbfilmfest.org, and it will list all the types of passes that we have. We have 4 different kinds of passes. We have the Pick 4, which that gives you up to any 4 films during the festival or any of the seminars during the festival. Then the next pass is Cinema Pass. That gives you any film in the festival all weekend long. There's 60 some odd films. You can't possibly watch them all, but you can watch a lot of them. Many of them are shown twice. Then after that is the Cinema Select. That includes some of the parties. So that includes our opening party, our closing party, the grand wine tasting, which is Friday night. It includes meeting all the filmmakers. It includes lots of different things. There's more. I just can't think of all of what it is. And then beyond that is our
Filmmakers Lounge.
Oh, the Filmmakers Lounge. That's an important one.
Yes.
The Filmmakers Lounge is in the Women's Club. It is Friday and Saturday from 12 noon till 5 p.m. There'll be food. There'll be wine. Filmmakers will be hanging out there. You get to talk to them directly, which you get to do after film showings as well. And we'll have varietals in there. It'll be a lot of fun. The grand wine tastings brought by Engel and Wilkers. We have then the Premiere Pass, and that pass includes this fabulous cocktail party that will be held on Saturday night. It's invitation only. It goes to the filmmakers, Premiere Pass holders, and people who we invite. You can't get a ticket to that one separately, whereas the other parties you can get a ticket to separately. And
the dinner
it also includes the dinner that's over in the Harbor Beach Club.
Grand
Harbor Beach Club.
Which is a beautiful facility.
It's absolutely beautiful.
To go over there.
You do. You need to see that place. The food's fabulous. The location's fabulous. And you're next to the beach. You just can't beat it. So those are the types of passes that we have this year. If you only want to go to one film, which I don't recommend you do, but if you only want to go to one film, you can buy a pass there. You can buy a ticket at the film venue directly if there's seats available.
All right.
So that's the only way to go for one film. But otherwise, the Pick 4 you can share with friends. So 4 people could go to one film.
That's great. Give us the website again.
It's vbfilmfest.org.
Very good. And if you go on there, now the updated prices, because we're getting closer, are on there, but they're extremely reasonable. If you see one, you're going to see more than one. Because I found them, I did like a day where I went over to the Theater Guild and I saw 4 like in a row or 3 in a row, whatever. And I think if you look at that now, they'll be published, or we'll just have to go to the website to see the films that are being shown each day.
So once you pick up your passes, we'll have a printed schedule. But right now online, there's actually a much more detailed schedule.
Yes.
So you can see information about every one of the films. You click on that film at the day and time it's being shown. It gives you trailers. It gives you descriptions. It gives you pictures. It's a lot of great information.
That is awesome. David, what is it that we need to get out? What information do we need to talk to about? Do we need to go to the parties? What are we doing? We got
I think
a minute left.
the important is it's really a comprehensive weekend. I mean, if you're going to go out and really enjoy a weekend, this is something that's stimulating. Films. Like Susan said, the parties or get-togethers are extraordinary. But most important, the filmmakers want to meet us.
They do. They want to talk to you guys.
They do.
Listen, I am so glad to have you guys. Susan Keller-Horn, love to have you on the show. David Yakir. I mean, this is like one of my happy places. I'm like, this show is like, yay, that's a slam dunk show, baby. No, it's so great. But go out and see the Vero Beach Film Festival, everybody. It's one of those great things that is going on in here in Vero Beach, April 10 to 13. If you need any information, go to verobeachfilmfestival.org. You'll find it out there. Just start typing it in. Have a great day. Be safe out there. And guys, we'll see you here next week. Bye-bye.